everyone, you want to see an update on my Milsbo greenhouse? Stick around. So I wanted to take a few minutes and give an update on my Milsbo greenhouse. I'm totally in love with it. So let me show you what's growing inside. What's cool about this is it's been staying about 71 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's been about 82 to 85% humidity in here. And then down here, it's 71% and 71 degrees. Let me open it up and I'll show you what's in it. So as this is opened up, you will notice that the humidity is going to be going down on it in here, but it will rise again once the doors are closed. Let's start up here. This is a cutting of a burgundy princess. This is the top cutting. And it's only been in here a couple weeks. And it's got a new leaf, and you can see some aerial roots going right there. And then across up on top here, you have a silver sword philodendron cutting that I got from Sassy and Succulent Sam. And all of this stuff is in moss. I have to wet that again. But all of this is in moss and it's rooting crazy. This right here, this Micans, it was not growing for me at all. And I basically lost it except for 2 or 3 node cuttings. And this has been in here about a month. Look at all of those roots. And all of the new growth. Then down here, this is my Begonia Starry Night. Love this thing. And this, if you look, this is a new leaf right here that has come out within the last couple weeks. And then look at here. There's another new leaf. This one's not doing so well, but you know, it's an older leaf. This right here is, this is a philodendron Rio propagation that I took off my plant. And if you see it all the way up there, I just cut this plant down. This is my Monstera Peru, and I just cut this back like maybe a month and a half ago, and it's already growing. And don't you love the sound of this? So relaxing. That's the Monstera Peru. Then I got a cutting of Burl Marks from an awesome subscriber. And look at all of these aerial roots. Look at all of them, they're going crazy. So I'm gonna have to pot that one up very soon. It's getting too big. This is my philodendron, I think, biliatai. I won this off of a Facebook contest, and this is the newest leaf. This has never done anything for me until I put it in a greenhouse with higher humidity, and now she seems to be loving life. Then behind here is the mama plant of my Monstera Sultapicana. I have a whole crap load of this stuff propagating, but look at all of the new leaves on it. Look. There's one back there too. Very fast grower. This is what I use for humidity in here. I got this as a birthday gift from a subscriber. Her name is Dusty, and she sent me a whole bunch of birthday plants. And I've never had any of these fountains before, but this, I love it. The sound of it is just amazing, and it's pretty fitting. And then this Gimme the Dirt planter has Philodendron Rio in it, the mama plant. And look how tall that's getting too. So yeah. Then right here is my Brantianum. And this is crazy, because look at this for an update. When I got it, it only had 3 leaves. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And she found her way to the very top where the light is. So that's my Brantianum. This is the string of spades, or string of daggers. I got it from Mary J's Plants. She's growing. I did end up, I was water propagating it, and then I ended up cutting it, and I just put it in the planter, and it is actually really growing. It's gotten some stress from being under some lights, but she's trailing. And then back here is a variegated string of hearts that I received from my friend Palm Plant and Lover. She sent me some funny goodies. So I'm propagating that. That's living in the greenhouse. So that's the top shelf. Then down here, this little guy, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it was only one vine when I got it. This is one of my birthday plants that I got from Dusty. And look at the variegation on it. It's just so cute. Some leaves have it, some leaves don't, but then look at this. It hasn't done anything, and then I put it in here. I actually lost a few leaves on it, but I put it in here and I just noticed this. There's new growth, there's a new leaf, and there's new growth right there. Love it. And then this big mama right here, this is an Alocasia poly. I picked it up from Bachman's, a plant store by my house. I've had it for a couple months now, and look at how big the leaves are. I'm just in love with it, and the color, I love it. And of course I have another fountain down here, but look at all the roots that this thing's putting out now, because it's having the right amount of humidity in it. So right here is a Brantianum cutting that I got from Pam's Pretty Plants. It's rooting in moss and living in the greenhouse. And this is my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and I got this from Mary J's Plants. This thing grew up so tall, but the bottom of the plant was probably smaller than the diameter of a pencil. And then it went up to like a big fat marker. So it got really top heavy, so I just cut it and propagated it. And it hasn't done anything, and I've been kind of bummed. But now, look, there's new growth. A few different spots. This is an aerial root right here. That's a crazy root. But yeah, I got this from Mary J's Plants as well. So Mary J, it's working. Let's see if I can show you some more. Oh, there's another growth point right there. So she should be growing like a weed in no time. And then back here, this is my elbow syngonium. When I got this, it was just one stem. When I got this, it was just a stem cutting, and it finally rooted. And then an awesome subscriber also sent me a piece of it, so I planted them both up together. Then up here is my very first propagation of string-up turtles, and it is loving it in humidity. I think I've only watered it maybe once. Maybe. I neglect it, but they like humidity and neglect it. And look, this thing is always blooming. And look how chunky the turtles are. And how full it is. And then right here, this was, or is, a coleus that Pam sent me. And it just had a few leaves, and I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. But look at the green. It's starting to come up. I think this one's called the Othello. But this, like this top part, this part fell off in transit. So I just potted them up together. And I do think they're rooting. But I do have to water it. It feels a little dry. But yep, Pam, it's working. I love this. I love having a part of Pam's coleus because she's the coleus queen, you know. So this is the bottom part. Of my Milsbo greenhouse. Give you the angle from me sitting on the floor. So I wanted to show you one thing that I did on my Milsbo. Some people do it, some people don't, but on Amazon, and I'll list this stuff. This is weather stripping or door stripping. It's clear, and I did it to help keep some of the humidity in. You don't have to do that on these, but it's helped me keep a steady humidity here, especially since it's Minnesota where it's cold. And it's up here as well. And it's basically it peels off the roll. And I just have it lined on both of the doors. Actually on this door right here. And then on the crease in here as well. Because that way when I shut the door and lock it, because there's locks up here and down here, that way when you shut it, see that white? That white's the seal. So I'll give you one last look. That big mama right up there is a golden pothos. And right over there is a Syndapsis pictus exotica. And then right over here, this big mama is a philodendron Brazil that is totally loving being under that light, because look at how far down it's gone. I couldn't get this thing to grow at all. And then I put it under a light and it's going crazy. And then up here, like I said, my golden pothos. And then I keep one of my string of hearts up here, and then my variegated string of hearts. And then this one is my Silvery Ann Syndaptis pictus. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little update tour of my Milsbo greenhouse. Have you made one? What do you think of it? Is it something you're interested in? Leave it down in the comments. I'd love to talk to you. Thank you. Take care. Whoops. Thank you. Take care. Bye.